Hello, Aurora. I wanted to take this opportunity to talk to you about the LDD caterpillar moth. Now, I know that many of you are very concerned about your trees and the infestation of these pests in the urban forest. Some areas in Aurora have been severely impacted and are experiencing significant caterpillar activity. I hear you and share your concerns. I have a birch tree right here in my backyard, and apparently it's their favorite food. And despite my best efforts, the caterpillars are all over them. Now we have chewed up leaves covering our deck, and these ugly furry creatures are crawling all over the place. Yuck! But right now, the LDD is in their caterpillar stage of their life cycle, and it's during this stage that they are most problematic. However, their feeding on the trees will subside within the next 2 weeks as the caterpillars move into the next stage. Now, this happens in late June to July for 10 to 14 days, during which time larvae transform into adult moths. It's during this stage that we can play a direct role in stopping their spread next year. Now, during the adult moth stage, they mate and lay egg masses on the tree limbs and trunks. These egg masses can be seen on play structures, wood piles, and garbage cans. They are brown, fuzzy oval shaped clusters 2 to 3 centimeters wide and long. These egg sacs can be easily removed by scraping them off whatever surface you find them on and into a bucket of soapy water. You leave them in it for 2 days and that will kill them. Now, this will go a long way to help with the overpopulation next year. Now, I want to stress though, please make sure to wear gloves when removing the egg masses or caterpillars, as they may cause a rash for some people. With respect to the town property, boulevard trees, for example, if you identify the sacs, please notify the town. Now, I know many of you have been asking why we can't just aerial spray the trees. Well, the fact is that spraying the trees needs to be done with precise timing prior to them hatching to be most effective. And worse still, the spraying can be dangerous to many other insects and birds that are beneficial to our ecosystem. Now, there are also over 60 species of birds that feed off caterpillars, and that would remove one of their major food sources during bird breeding. Generally, LDD caterpillar outbreaks can last 1 or 2 years, and in some cases more. Based on the population estimated from 2019 and 2020 egg mass surveys, it's possible that the outbreak levels observed this year could be repeated again in 2022. But this can only be better predicted by conducting egg mass surveys in the fall of 2021, which the region of York will be undertaking. Now, the number and size of egg masses in sample plots will give an indication of whether the population is increasing or decreasing in 2022 and assist regional municipalities in determining the next steps. Now, the majority of the trees will regain their foliage once the caterpillars stop feeding. Now, one thing you can do to help your affected trees is to keep them watered, particularly as we are experiencing drought-like conditions. LDD caterpillar affected trees are under stress and require plenty of water to help them regenerate leaves once the caterpillars stop feeding. Now, these pests are not new to our environment. They were a big issue back in the 90s, but they will die off and stay away, and then the cycle will begin again, usually around 7 to 10 years from now. I understand this situation is not ideal for anyone, but I can tell you the caterpillars will be gone soon, and you'll be able to once again enjoy your yards. Now, we are very lucky to live in such a beautiful town with many trees around, and we all look forward to being able to enjoy them again soon.